you doing today? Is the dog is grumbling. So it's a day that ends in Y, and we are here to get some words in because that would be lovely. But I am not alone. There's Megan. Yay!
Hello.
Oh my goodness! Today has been a week and a half. Not like in a bad way. Just it feels like every moment has stretched on into its own specific kind of eternity. And yeah, I guess I'm here for it. But I have not gotten any writing done today. Because I had an idea for a video. And so I worked on that video. Which I'm happy about. I've been wanting to get some videos recorded and edited and out for a while. But that also means that I have not touched my outline today. And considering I'm wanting to write 1.5 books next month, maybe I should get on that. So
maybe, yeah.
that's kind of my plan for today, is to get into the outline, get as much done as I can, to try to stop being as verbose as I am, because I don't need all this detail. I just the facts, just the facts. I just need the facts, and hopefully that will get me through to. I don't know. I have a feeling that I am going to be doing my outline next month instead of the writing, but we will see. We will see. So I didn't introduce myself. Hello, my name is Charlie. I'm just going to say epic fantasy writer because that's what I'm working on right now. I also do podcasts and music, and I want to get this done. And Megan has conveniently run away, so I don't ask her to do an introduction.
I'm here.
I was like, the timing on this is so sus because it's like, oh, it's intro time. Sorry. Oh, was that intro time? I'm sorry. I hope, But I know Megan doesn't like to give introductions, but her name's Megan. She has a channel. It's wonderful. It's down there. She writes the exact opposite kind of fiction that I do, because I write the weird, wacky, ultra fantasy fiction, and she writes stuff that happens in the really real world. So it's what it is, man. I'm having a very 60s day today. Just, I don't know why. Like, every song that's been stuck in my head today has been like a song that would have played at Woodstock or did play at Woodstock. So I apologize. My hippiness is showing through. Did you want to introduce yourself in any other way?
No, you did a good job of it.
I know how much you hate doing it, so I'm trying to help out.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty, CB is here. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Greg. How are you this evening? Hello, Carrie. You're at work right now, starting mail, trying to update your phone extension list. Nightmare fuel if I ever heard it. Like, good luck. I hope that we can keep your spirits up and get you through. Hello, Spence. How are you doing? I really wish I could have played with you and Mr. Spence last night, but man, for like the whimper that was the front that moved through, as far as like the weather was concerned, because it rained for like 5 minutes. I was down for the count most of the day, and that's just spraying. Why do you have to be like this? Why? But I hope y'all had fun. Greg says, I have about 3,000 words left to review before I can send another chapter to your proofreader. Very excited. That is very exciting. That is awesome. We'll help you get there. Hello, Maggie. How are you doing? How did the internet people do? Is the wind still going to be taking your internet away? Did they fix it? Hopefully things are going better. Hello, Laura. Laura has a new video out with some very exciting announcements in it. If you haven't seen it, head over to Laura's channel, because The world is starting to see the greatness that we have all seen in the great Laura Nettles. And soon we will all look back and go, remember when? And it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so nice. I'm going to be so happy. The shenanigans were very high last night. I could imagine, like, I built a castle in Valheim twice because it didn't save the first time I built it.
The poor castle.
Hey, it's a little bit better this time because I knew exactly what I was doing, because stone likes to fall down if it's not properly buttressed. And so a lot of trial and error took place on the first run through. The second run through, I was just like, okay, I need to do this here, this here, this here, this here. Get that done with efficiency. CB is doing good, working on a 5 days to go to camp. 5 days till camp starts novel project just now. I know camp is so close. It is so close.
And I don't have an idea yet.
So here's the thing that I am like going on in my brain. If I do not have these outlines done by camp, I am going to slapdash my way through camp, which means I'm going to keep myself outlined just ahead of where I'm writing. Now, I wrote Shine that way, and I wrote The Chain that way. So I have written 2 of my books in this method where I kept the outline just ahead of where I am in the story. And in fairness, I actually know the beginning, middle, and end and a lot of the plot points in between for these books. So it's not like I'm going into them blind or completely pantsing, but I really want to start writing on the first. I really want to start writing on the first. But we shall see. We shall see. And see, Maggie says, helping the youngest put together her new teen girl room. That is exciting.
That's so exciting.
Depression shopping, and it's not. Aw, why is your style so dang niche? I feel you. I feel that, because for some reason, the style taste that I have, they think that everybody wears like a kid's medium or an adult small. And if you can't tell, I am neither of these things. So yeah, I feel you. And then that's only if you can find the clothes and the style I like. You're so picky, you haven't bought anything new to wear for yourself in over a year. I feel it. Laura says, made a new YouTube intro in Canva during your lunch break today. Okay, is this because Jules showed that like one-upsmanship video in because I saw that and felt personally challenged by it, and then went, I'm going to do something else because I can't keep changing my intros. I'm going to live with the ones that I got for a while, because I haven't even had this channel for a year and I've already gone through 3 intros. Like, no. Other things. Maybe actually get a video out and then I can reward myself in new intros. But until there are videos, no. But I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see it. Especially like you're going to do something amazing. I can feel it. You must finish your Werewolf War book. You can do it. I have faith in you. You have called yourself a creator of darkness. Hope it is acceptable. Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. Like, honestly, like, please don't take this the wrong way, but I can see you in like the long black dress with the long black nails being like, hello, I am Laura, your mistress of darkness. Like, just frightening people before like the really scary movies start. And not like the funny scary movies, but like the really scary movies start. Like, you can just see it. Like, you are the entree to the world of darkness, and I loves it. Still brainstorming your reverse cannibal novel you want to pants during camp. That will be interesting. Let's see. We gave her a share of the stimulus. Yes, they have finally paid us, and she bought everything she wanted for her birthday. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. Main character is going to be a grizzled man in the woods outside of a futuristic city. That sounds really cool. Let's see. If I have one more problem with my current internet my provider is toast. I feel you, except for I have no options. We have one company, so but I feel you. I feel you. Yes, and Jesus loves you. Jesus loves everybody. That's kind of Jesus's thing. That's what makes Jesus really fun. And hello, Solar Coach. How are you doing? We write on this stream, so if hopefully you brought your imagination with you, because there's going to be magic. Let's see. I made a kid cry when I was a spider for Halloween once. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You are Our Lady of Darkness. Like, Creator of Darkness, Master of Darkness, Lady of Darkness, Mistress of Darkness. Any of those titles, I'm fine with it. Yes. Let's see. What on earth is reverse cannibalism? Does oh, that would be hilarious. Have a whole bunch of baloney running around chasing people down. Like, I'm going to get you. Have giant salamis chasing people. Pierogies stuck in the night. Oh, that'd be frightening. I will never again wait 2 years to finish a series. Never again. I feel your pain. That's why I'm hoping to have all 5 books of the series out by the end of next year. The hubby figured out how I can have them all out this year, and I love him, and I love how competent and psychologically stable he feels that I am. But I don't think that that's realistic. Though, who knows? I am trying to stick to his plan, so that could be a thing. Baker of Darkness. Yes, Spence would definitely. Yes, I love that. I love that. Reverse cannibalism cuts off a bit of herself to force feed to others to transform them into Wendigo-esque cannibal monsters. Now, I went chickadee cauliflower pierogies. We had pierogies in Kielbasa last night. That's why I have pierogies on my mind. Because they were amazing because the hubby cooked them. Alrighty, are we ready to try to get some words, get some ideas, just get some self-care, maybe play a little Stardew Valley? I'm not here to judge, because honestly, if I was in the other room, I'd probably be playing Valheim right now. Not gonna lie. Okay, so Easter's coming up. Next week is Holy Week, and I will not be streaming next Friday because I have plans for Good Friday. So I won't be able to make it here. So just so you know, but I will be doing Wednesday unless something comes up because, spring. But I thought it would be fun to use the Easter egg timer because this is the silliest thing in the world. So here, let me do a real quick one so y'all know what we're in for. So I don't know how we're going to choose eggs because, they're all kinds of colors. So maybe like count from 1 in the back, so 1 through 6 or something. I don't know. But they sprout little legs. They sprout little legs and they run, and every now and then they peek out to make sure that they're doing good. And then when they get there, they pop out of the shell because somebody painted chicken eggs, bird eggs that are still have birds in them. and that's not creepy at all. But I I likes it, and we are going to play with it today. So I realized, let's see, raise again. Nope, I don't want to shuffle. I want to that one because we need to set a proper time. I'm going to set us up for a full 20 because I'm just going to jump into it because I know what's going to happen. If I allow for a warm up sprint, I'm just going to be like, well, I could just like laze around in here and just kind of stare at my document. But no, I'm going to tell myself it's a full sprint. I need to get something done. It's probably not going to work either, but I'm going to tell myself that. Remember, productivity is what you make of it. We all work really, really hard in our days and in our lives, even when we don't recognize it. Sometimes taking care of yourself is the most productive thing that you can do. So if you feel that you need to take care of yourself this sprint, do that. Make sure that you have something to hydrate with, because I realized my body wanted some water. So I got some water and put it in a fancy glass, because sometimes you got to take care of yourself with the pretty glasses. I don't want pretty glasses. Make sure that you're saving your work. Maybe make sure that your document is open, because I do that all the time, and like spend time like actually searching through the various desktops that I have open, because I just have way too many things open, and then realize, oh, I spent 10 minutes trying to find a document that I didn't even open yet. We are going to get started on this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. It didn't make a sound. Well, hopefully that will change. It was the super yellow one.
Ooh, that's the one I chose in my head.
Yeah, I realized like I forgot to pick one before I got started because I don't know, I was excited. I wanted to get some words, and I did. I got an entire scene finished, so hopefully I will be able to get quite a few more of these because I went to get my outlines done for the first, and that's looking not like it's going to happen. How did you do on that sprint?
Well, I was brainstorming for ideas, and then I got distracted by the new books that I got. So I was reading
New book.
and didn't accomplish much.
I love a good new book. Like I need to go. No. I need to finish the books that I have. Oh my goodness, I am bad at that. I just wanted to. I want all the books. I want the ability to just touch them and absorb all that they have in them, and like, I'm not that good. I don't think any of us are. Oh, I take that back. I had a friend who I swear read through osmosis because it seemed like she would get like a stack of books and have them all read like overnight. Like, I know it took longer than that, but it just like felt like she just like. Oh. But that is not me. I know, right? I know, right? It does not feel like no. Yeah. But yeah. So Easter is the second Sunday after the first full moon after the vernal equinox. And yeah, all those things have happened. So there it is. Yeah, it feels so soon. This year, like last year, is going like nightmarishly fast and slow at the same time. And I don't like this new time sense at all. I want it to change. I'm not saying I want my old time sense back because it was terrible. Not that like it was bad. It's just I had no sense of time at all. Like, but this one's just weird. The pepperoni. You went down a treat with the writing group today. That's amazing, but
Nice.
sorry if I don't read it because spiders. I'm in that group. Let's see. I learned to make pierogies from this. Ooh. Pierogies are like, they're magic. They're magic. I grew up in Maryland, and some of the greatest things about living in Maryland is all the different foods that you get exposed to. Because when I was going to school out there, I don't think any of my friends were from the same countries. And so every time I went over to a friend's house, I was exposed to a new cuisine with new and amazing ingredients and things. And one of my really close friends, his parents came over from Poland. I can't remember if he was born in Poland or not, but that was the first time I ever had pierogies.
Nice.
And I felt like my family had been robbing and stealing life from me all these years, that these magic potato dumplings had been taken away from me. Which, in fact, like, we just didn't know, but that they existed. But that was they're so good. The chicks are different colors. Yes, they are. Let's see. The little lakes were right. Yes, that old Garfield and Friends, when they went out to the forest and to the woods, and was it Sheldon? It was Sheldon who wouldn't come out of his egg because there were the two chickens, and one was always wouldn't come out of his shell. I think his name was Sheldon because puns. But yeah. That's what's been getting me. It's like if Sheldon decorated himself for pretty much anything, because he'd just have to paint the shell. Because he never got out of it. Let's see. Oh, there we are. You Googled it. His name is Sheldon. Yay. Hello, Christina. How are you doing today? I hope all is well. Hello, Jules. You are attempting to thin out your pen collection. I don't know what you're talking about. Pen collection? Like, who has a pen collection?
I don't know what you're talking
I have
about.
no idea. Like, I literally have an entire cubby hole over here that I can just reach in and grab a handful of pens out of because it's all pens all the way down, including like pens that people have given me that come with their own boxes because like, you're a writer, let's get you pens. And like these are really pretty because they're like actually carved out of wood.
Ooh.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am not called out by this at all. Like, that is not a thing. Like, no. That doesn't count like the boxes we have everywhere. Okay, maybe I have a problem. That's why usually when I write, I just use the G2s, which I also have like a crate of them over here because I buy them in bulk because those things at least are usually consistent. We are blessed. Jules is amazing. Oh, I know the struggle, like between that and like Heaven for Fend, I have to like go through and clear out my journal collection. No. No, that's all we have. That's all I have. All my things. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing today? Hello, haha, eggs. Yes, we're doing the weirdnesses today because I'm just in a weird mood, and the Easter holiday is way too rapidly approaching. Did I see? I did see. Hi, just hopping in. Hello, Eva. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. CB with 138 words. That is
Nice.
awesome. Snaps for you. Oh, he's a bunny rabbit. It's really hard for me to see that because with the white on the white, my eyes are not wanting to discern, but I can actually see it better over on the other side because when you select it, it turns blue, except for the emoji, which is weird. Slow progress for the first sprint. Well, hey, any progress is good progress because take it from somebody who had zero progress for 5 years. Any progress is good. Fell down a rabbit hole looking up real red butterflies. I love rabbit holes and I love butterflies. So you have a crown in a cornfield a clown in a cornfield in order. Excited to read it. A YA horror. Ooh. Easter is usually 1 or 2 Sundays before or after WrestleMania. This is true. It was before this year. Cool. Maggie, I love you. You know I love you. But why are you trying to call me out like this?
Simathosandrus.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It's the red equivalent of the blue morpho. You know, to me, the most fascinating thing about butterflies is that they are, a lot of them are sexually dimorphic, which means that the male butterflies are the ones that are all colored, and the female butterflies are usually very drab and grays and browns in color. And it is possible and very common amongst butterflies for them to have one wing that is bright and colorful and another wing that is drab and in like browns and grays and stuff, because those genes get passed around a lot. So it's very common to see butterflies that have both male and female attributes. I don't know why I would be interested in that sort of thing at all, but pierogies are OP. Yes, they are. While I do not disagree with your sentiment, I am not saying it out loud because I don't want to speak that into the universe. What about pierogies? I had them last night. Maggie's having them tonight. It's gonna be magic. See, I just put a disclaimer on the pepperoni arachnophobia story so that people who are bothered by spiders, they won't read it and get scared by it. That's a really nice thing to do. I was very happy the other day because I was watching an OT video and a one topic video, and he actually gave a warning because one of the memes he was going to show had tarantulas in it to look away and when to look back. And I appreciated this because usually just wow, spider. You're like, like, no, don't do this to me. Your mom's family is Polish, so we have homemade, and they're wonderful. Yes, any handmade dumpling, because I like to make bao. I love making bao. Like it's very meditative. If you've never made bao, try at least once in your life to make bao. It is very meditative. Like especially once you figure out how to actually make the buns, like just sitting there and kind of working through them. Takes you to another plane of existence. But yes, we make dumplings quite a bit, and we like to make freezable dumplings because then you make a whole bunch of them in that one sitting, and then you have them for a while. Your husband went to the library sale today. Ooh, quite a whole $5 a bag.
Oh, that's a nice library sale.
Wow.
Those are the kind of sales I like.
That's a lot of books. You had a friend who couldn't have potatoes, so you made some with cauliflower. Huh. Yes. Cauliflower, especially when it's cooked properly. Dan from What's Eating Dan on the ATK channel has a really good video on the different stages of cauliflower that you can cook it to and how the flavor changes depending on how long it's cooked. And yes, just yes.
Oh, that picture.
Hello, Diana. How are you doing today? That is just you're not late. Everyone here is a wizard. You arrived precisely when you intended. So you found a couple of things you might like, but now you get the whiffle. Yeah, the whiffle and waffly. Yeah, I know this feeling. I know this feeling. Like, yes. If you really want them, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Like everybody should occasionally treat themselves. Just do it. Let's see. Your favorite find is probably a century-old copy of a single Chaucer tale, though I've already forgotten which one. That's really cool. Headed to dinner. I know I want to go to dinner. All this talk about pierogies, like I'm there already. Like I'm like, do we have more? Do we have leftovers? He said he didn't feel good. Symptoms were, yeah, there are a lot of food allergies out there that are very difficult to diagnose because I'm actually allergic to a lot of food preservatives. And for a long time, we thought I was allergic to the foods. And it's not the foods, it's preservatives, because we thought my allergies were just getting worse and worse and worse. And it was because there's one preservative that I was allergic to that just got more and more commonly used in different things.
Oh.
So it wasn't that I was allergic to like everything. It was I just can't have anything that has this one preservative in it. So, but that's really hard to trace down, like what you're actually allergic to. It's a nightmare. Because they don't have tests for everything. Oh, I love Terry Brooks. I have been out of the Shannara books for a while. I need to no. Finish the books you have. Finish the books you have. Too many series going. Finish the books you have. But yeah, I need to get back into that because I loved So many of them. Could not eat tomatoes while pregnant. I've yeah, my mom had a lot of strange allergies when she was pregnant with me, and the weird thing is, though everything that she was allergic to was the things that I craved since I was a kid, which is just bizarre to me. That like that weird correlation that like because once I was born, the allergy, her allergies to those things went away, but they were like all of my favorite foods, which is weird. It's just strange, as is life. Alrighty, let's get started with another sprint. Hopefully, I can get another chapter outlined. Maybe more. Maybe more. Maybe that'd be nice. Like I said, I don't know how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take the third from the bottom, the red, mostly
The
red,
mostly red egg.
because that's like my favorite color. So
I'll do the one with the blue. No, the mostly pinkish.
second one from the bottom.
Second one from the top.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, with the blue diamonds.
Yeah, the blue diamonds. Yeah, this is a hard one to pick favorite. They should at least number them. Like a lot of them have numbers. Alrighty, let's get started on this. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself because, and I'm gonna keep saying it because too many of y'all don't believe me, and I know this because we talk privately. You know who you are. Self-care is productivity for writers. So if you need to take care of yourself this sprint, do that. Okay? Don't force yourself. If you hold on too tight, that's where we get into writer's block and our ideas just dry up. So if you need to take care of yourself, do it. Make sure you're saving your documents. Don't feed the gremlins. Just don't do it. They have enough. We are going to get started on this sprint in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So that's what I get for taking a big swig of coffee right when I'm not looking at the timer. Like I have to swallow. I have to put the cup down. Let's see who won. So it was the blue, yellow, and purpley one. So neither one of us. Number 3, if we're counting from the top, which I find odd, had a green.
Chick, yes.
Because they have been kind of matching the color of the egg. So, it is what it is. I did not nearly get as much done that time because I decided I needed to find something in the boxes that I have yet to unpack in the office. Because, I'm good at it. And then 2 people that shall remain nameless started having a conversation in a discussion that I'm in on Instagram and got very distracted by that. You can hear it. They're still talking. Got very distracted by that. But I did not find what I was looking for. So I'm just going to let it go. And hopefully y'all did better than I did. How did you all do?
Well, I went through all the books that I got and I read like a little bit of each of them, browsing through to see how useful they're going to be. I really like, I don't really have use for it because I don't write that type of book, but Body Trauma, Writer's Guide to Wounds and Injuries has a lot of great stuff about different injuries and stuff, but I don't write injuries.
I have to say that if most of the modern Regency stuff that I've read, and I know you don't write like exclusively in that kind of Jane Austen-y place, but I for some reason think of Jane Austen when I think of you. Didn't know why that would be. There are injuries that happen to the various protagonists that need to be dealt with, so that could still come in very handy.
Yes.
I'm
going to have to make it come in handy because it's a good book.
I have to say, my one of my cousins was being very, very mean to me, and my grandfather had horses, and the horse that I was riding that was kind of partial to me decided that he didn't like my cousin being mean to me, and just trotted right up on him and crushed his foot.
Ooh.
Just wham. So,
Ow.
You never know when somebody's just being a becha and one of the animals will just decide, I'm done with you. I'm just done with you. Shut up. So, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing that out there because animals are animals. Let's see. Were exposed to. Make sure that her children were exposed to it early. Green dots. Let's see. We're trying to find where we are. I'm so bad at this. StreamYard, can you give me a thing where we can mark in chat where we left off? Because that would be handy. Or I could just not be lazy and write down the timestamp and then use that to go back because I noticed that they are all timestamped. Let's see. Carrie says, I have no idea why I bought my laptop. I brought my laptop with me. I bought my laptop with me. I'm not going to get to it during my shift. I'll be lucky to update my planner for Q2. See, I call this optimism. I will very often carry either my laptop or one of the journals around with me for the current project, just in hopes that, maybe, just maybe, because if I don't, I will need it. Good news, everyone. Kat is home from work early. Bad news, she's sick.
Oh, poor thing.
So I hope you get better. I hope you get feeling better. That is nobody's fun.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, I highly recommend if you can get your hands on it. We keep various probiotic teas in the house, and anytime our stomachs get weird, we start drinking them, and it has really helped. There was a really bad stomach thing that went through town last year, and everybody got it. The hubby got it, and he was in a very bad place for like a couple days. I felt my stomach go and started drinking those teas constantly, and I was fine. And so he has adopted my rule. But I'm not saying that will 100% help, but when something bad is in the stomach, sending in something good to fight on your behalf is not a bad thing. This is not a medical advice. Please consult a doctor. Let's see. Yeah, I know that. So sad. It's going to be one of them weeks again, isn't it? Laura's going to win everything, which I'm okay with because Laura deserves all the winning. Almost made it. Green chickie. Let's see. CB making me wish I was drafting with the 442 words.
Nice.
Get some snaps up there for you. That is exciting.
Ooh.
Diana with the 223 words. That is awesome. Get some snaps in for you. I missed drafting. Granted, halfway through next month, I will be like, why am I writing a book? Because, you know, we writers are never satisfied. Whatever we're doing, we wish we were doing the other thing. Your mother and you are trying to figure out how to get this puppy to you with quarantine and the borders closed to flying, etc.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't know. Well, I mean, there's always the old-fashioned way. Find somebody who lives in upstate Michigan or Illinois and have them get a boat and meet them on the opposite side of the Great Lake and you know, just pretend you're rum runners. That's the best way to do it, and that's probably highly illegal, and I did not recommend that you do anything illegal whatsoever. I'm just saying historically, when it was hard to get things across the Canadian border, this is how they did it. Boats. It is what it is. Getting someplace with your outline. That's awesome. Nice. I want to be. I think I picked the wrong way to think about this outline. And that's what's holding me back. Because when I started working on book 0.5, I know what the story should be, and I'm doing the stupid thing that I always want to write them out in chronological order. And I think I need to just info dump everything that I know where it should be in the story and not worry so much about chronology yet. But hopefully that will help me get some place on my outline. I want to. Ooh, Laura has that book. Ooh, and that's awesome. So Jean has that book. That's cool. Hello, Shadow Slayer. Who needs that book? I have to say, given I may have to ask you about stomach injuries at some point, because that's a very important thing that happens in book 1 that I think I'm describing well. I don't know. Let's see. Started on my quarter 2 goals and nomming some munchies. See, I don't even want to think about goals. I pulled out the brown book that will never be full. This is technically my bullet journal, which is brown because all of my other journals are not. And so I can easily see it. And I've had it for over a year. It's been like 2 years since I've been using it. And I have used this much because I'm bad at making goals. But that is probably a thing that I should do. But if you have any secrets, let me know. So I watch all the productivity channels and I'm like, that just looks so pretty. I want to do that. And then I don't. I started reading War and Peace the other night. Congratulations. It's a tricky book. It's really, really long. and it is indescribable. So have fun with that. It's a generational saga that takes you through, like, I think 150 years of this one family's history, like from the Napoleonic Wars to like somewhere in the 1800s. Like it's sweeping. It is sweeping. It is interesting, but it's big on your Kindle.
Good, then you don't have to hold it, because I can imagine your elbows getting tired of just trying to hold the book up.
I was just thinking that because it is so heavy. It's such a big book. It's what, 900 and some thousand words in English? Like, it's a big, big book, but it covers a lot. It's I think bigger than Les Mis. So if you've read Les Mis and you're like, wow, that's a gigantic book, War and Peace is bigger. Let's see. If Scrivener had an Android app. See, here's the thing. Don't be careful what you wish for. This is where I can identify with people who are like, I wish that they would have parity with Windows. I have the app for Scrivener for my phone and tablet, and it takes about an hour and a half to sync.
Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous.
And if you actually read the descriptions, like half of the reviews are, why does it take so long to sync? Can you please fix the syncing issue? And I don't actually understand why it takes so long to sync. And it's not actually the syncing that takes forever. It takes forever to figure out what it needs to sync. Like that takes like an hour and 29 minutes. And then once it figures that out, it's like 1 minute to wham, everything's done.
Wow.
Like you can't let your screen turn off or it process.
Oh gosh. That's like not okay.
And you could see that in thinking about future integrations with Android, it uses Dropbox for its syncing, which I have other apps that use Dropbox for syncing, and they don't have that problem. So it's not a Dropbox problem. It's how they're using the API. But I'm like, why can't you just use, like, I don't know, iCloud? It's on the phone already. Like everything that I have that syncs with iCloud, like literally with Story Origin, I can write something on my phone, and by the time I come back to my laptop, it's there. Like literally, like if I go out of the room to get tea while I'm waiting for the water, I can literally type the note in, and I don't even have to close the files because of how the protocol works. Like, why can't you just do something like that? Like, I understand wanting to future-proof yourself for Android and other devices, but if you can't figure out how to do syncing and then think about how to go to other devices, because your syncing is terrible. It's terrible. So hopefully that makes you feel better that they don't have one for Android. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. Woo. Nibbling on cheese and dried cranberries. Might have to text the hubby in the next sprint to bring home a baked brie. That might have to be a thing tonight. That sounds good. See, you're going to get some cashews. Love cashews. The puppy would need a pirate flag vendetta. Yes. Yes. Just like, and maybe because I'm writing a book about pirates. I'm sorry, corsairs. They're very clear. They're not lowbrow like a pirate. They're corsairs. Ponzi people. Ponzi people who steal other people's stuff on the sea. That's what y'all are. Anyway. But so you get some food ready during the sprint. Yeah, we're just about to get started. You've been zooming through your bullet journals. Yeah, because you actually get stuff done, and I am amazed by that. Welcome back for the Kindle app for the iPad. Yeah, I love my Kindle so much. Scrivener 3 for Windows came out. That's awesome.
It looks like just the beta has come out.
Oh, is it just the beta?
Yeah, because it doesn't say on the website the full version of Scrivener 3 is out. It just shows the beta, but maybe I'm missing something.
I'm just hoping that the Scrivener sync with Plotter happens soon because I want that. I love that with Aeon Timeline. Like once you have your apps like interconnected where you're literally working on one file in each of the apps, and every time, no matter which app you go into, you can make those edits and tweaks and then back out to the other one. It's magic. I love it. Everything should be interlocking like that. And they keep promising that they're going to do that. Please, please, please do it. Please.
Oh, Cat's saying the whole thing is out, but
Oh,
oh, maybe it is out.
that's cool. Alrighty.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I do believe that the full text of War and Peace is somewhere around 900,000 words in English.
Wow.
If memory serves. It's a gigantic book. It took forever for him to write for reasons. And it tells, like I said, it's like the family story, a family saga of like 200 years in one family. So ooh, I like the Phantom of the Opera book. I think it has some issues, but all books from the 1700s have issues. But I'm in the Lindsay Ellis camp of I think I've either read or watched everything that has Phantom of the Opera inspiration. So I like the audiobook for Lord of the Rings. Suspense gave up on shopping, was planning on buying anything anyway. Hey, sometimes you just want to look. I'm productive as well. Short stories just are faster turnaround. I will keep telling myself that because it'll make me feel better. Yeah, they do. You can export. Currently, you can export from Scrivener to from Plotter to Scrivener, but he said that he's working on an actual full integration. If there's an actual video, I'll have to look that up because maybe the feature did recently come out because they announced that they were going to be releasing that as a feature soon. Maybe it happened. Ooh, just dropped a video. Okay. I will definitely have to check that out because that's what I'm working in, and that would be really, really cool. Alrighty. So where are we? Hey, look at me being a big kid today and remembering to put the sprint numbers up. All right. So let's get started on another sprint. Let's shuffle these up, shall we? Oh, wow. They're like all blue. Oh. I'm going to do the one in the back because I like the zigzags. Ziggy-zaggies. So all the ziggy-zaggies in the back.
I'm going to do the yellow dotted egg.
Alrighty. Be better than me, y'all. Don't hunch over. Hunching is not where ideas come from. That's not how you get a hunch. Well, it's how you get a hunch, but it's not how you get a hunch, if you know what I mean. Oh, be better than me. Oy. Make sure that you're getting yourself hydrated. Make sure you're saving your work. And if you need to take time this sprint to just relax, do that. It's good for you. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! I pause because I think it's going to make that starter horn sound, but it doesn't. I did a thing. Hi, I'm back. Who won? Oh, it was the Ziggy Zaggy. Yay!
Yay!
It was me. I won. Okay. So I went and looked at the plotter thing, and it's not the feature that I was wanting, but it's a marked improvement. It's basically an advanced export that they added. And so you can now pick and choose what gets exported, because previously it just went, I don't know, everything. And now you can pick and choose and say, no, just export this, that, or the other thing. So that's awesome. And then I got to thinking, why am I not using their template system? And why am I basically reformatting each scene every time I do it? Because I'm stupid. That's what's taking up so much of my time. So I actually made scene template cards for myself so that I could just click and use the template and not have to make it every time.
Nice.
You know, the thing I should have done, like, as soon as I realized I was going to be using this app a lot. I'm good at it. Anyway, what did you end up doing?
I gave in and started playing Stardew Valley, so that was what I was doing. I have to find some jade, so I'm mining.
I feel like I should get more into Stardew Valley. I jokingly say that it sets off my
I ignore the people.
there's so many people, like, and I'm just like, I want them all to like me, but I don't understand how to make people like me. Like, is this? And then I just got, oh, that's social anxiety, which is, I think, why I like Valheim so much. Like, I'm alone in a hostile wilderness. There are no other people. Until you meet the dwarf. Once you meet the dwarf, it's like, oh crap, there are going to be other people here. By the way, if you're playing Valheim and you've not found the dwarf yet, explore, explore, explore. Find the dwarf. That's where gold gets used. You sell stuff. You use the gold to buy stuff from the dwarf, and the dwarf has really, really nice things that you cannot craft. So find the dwarf. But yeah, you can tell where my mind is. Like, I just want to be playing Valheim. I just want to play a game. Number one from the bottom. I clicked that because I thought it said number one is a button, and I'm like, wait, what is Laura saying? And then, oh, okay. So during the sprint, Greg wanted to make some progress. You can do it. You can do it. I believe you did it. I believe you did it. This German vampire musical has a song super similar to Total Eclipse of the Heart. It may actually be Total Eclipse of the Heart. Total Eclipse of the Heart was originally written for a musical by Jim Steinman. And that's why the lyrics are the way they are. It's the woman's last night as a human. She's being turned into a vampire. They didn't change the lyrics for the Bonnie Tyler classic. It's the lyrics from the show. That's why they are the way that they are. Is the voice you hear in the background, in the background vocals, that's the vampire talking to her. This is her deciding whether or not she wants to be a vampire, realizing that it's too late, that she's going to be a vampire by the time the sun rises and she will never get to see the sun again. That's actually what the song's about. And so I know the musical has been translated into other languages. So it's possible that that's actually Jim Steinman's vampire musical, and the name is escaping me right now, in German. It might not be, but it's possible. Because I have a very soft spot in my heart for Jim Steinman music, which is why I want the lost version of Def Leppard's Hysteria, because he spent 2 years with them making an album, and none of those tracks made it onto the album. I want to hear what Def Leppard sounded like via Jim Steinman. Were there pianos? I need to know. Were there pianos? I need these tracks. I need them. But yeah, it's possible that it actually was. Because I also know that Total Eclipse of the Heart was put into Die Theater des Vampires, the Theater of the Vampires, which is a German musical. that I just used Total Eclipse of the Heart. So it could also be that. Sorry, I'm a little obsessive with vampires and Jim Steinman. Can you tell? Welcome back. Should you mentioned the Maven of Eventide videos. I'm gonna have to check that channel out. See, I think that it's based on a movie, but you don't know the name. Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna have to check this out. Yes, because I took the victory. I did not do my vocal warm-ups today, and my voice was not appreciative of the false chords there. All right. Let's see. Spence moved on to making dinner and window shopping for fabric. Okay, Spence, I still have open all of those fabric stores that you sent me links to. And just debating over whether or not I want to try to make a pattern and actually try to make clothes. But I have been looking, and I know that they go away, so I can't like bookmark something for later. But yeah, you make me want to make clothes. Hello, CB, with the 107 words. Yeah, I like seeing the progress. Did edit a couple pages. There you go. Progress. Much more progress. This
Nice.
is yeah, we're gonna get there because now I don't have to set up each theme card every time because hey, and I point this out. The reason I'm harping on it is one, because I feel like a total idiot, but also I think there are many things that we can automate that we don't. So if you're doing something repetitive, see if there's a template system in the thing that you're using, because as I always say, be better than me. Hello, Tessa. I hope all is going well with you. And thank you for the like. Carrie says, getting my goals down for next week. Just have to fill in specifics. Writing goals depending on what I've done. Oh.
I just love that picture so much.
I get lost every time. This is need to pinch some cheeks, give some treats, and especially for that 355. I mean, gotta get them snaps up in the air for that one. I love Stardew Valley. Oh no! Laura Nettles is free. Laura Nettles is free. Beware, the creator of darkness is free. That's exciting. Is this yay? Oh, yay for me winning or yay for me stopping being a dum-dum? Because I will accept either yay. Either yay, I'm here for it. I want the people to like me, but I don't know how to make people like me. I'll call that a lot. I would not have had friends in middle school or high school if random people hadn't come up to me and just started talking. I have no idea how to initiate conversations at all. I am so bad at it. And I've gotten a little bit better with age, but not really. That's why I like sci-fi conventions, because you can walk by and go, that's a cool costume, and you have an easy in for a conversation. Or, ooh, I've read that book, because you see somebody reading and you just decide to bother them because you're that kind of a person. There are ways to start conversations there. I get it. It's easy. I follow that. Like real life, I don't know how to. And to me, Stardew Valley is much more like real life. Like, I don't know. I'm supposed to get you things. I have to remember things. Oh, crap. I have to know time and dates and seasons and preferences. And I don't have time for all the spreadsheets. Not that I have spreadsheets for all of my friends, but I may have spreadsheets for all of my friends. Alrighty, Maggie. I hope all is well. Get them chores. Ooh, a date night. I don't even know what a date night would look like anymore. We bought a restaurant, which means I'm the mistress, and the restaurant is the one that the hubby is truly married to. If you want to know what it's like to own a restaurant, I highly recommend the British show Chef. Yeah, with Gareth Blackstock. That show is overly relatable. Just overly relatable. Even to the fact that I think every restaurant that I've ever been into has an Overton. Like it's a thing. It's a whole thing. I don't know who all put that show together, but they either worked at a restaurant or knew people that owned one. Like, let's see. I went to see this German musical now. Same. Dance of the Vampires? There is a Dance of the Vampires. I've seen that one. Just looked it up, and it is Total Eclipse of the Heart. Woohoo! OMG, Flora, I can see my screen. I missed that you found that already. Hey, all of the excitement. And yes, I if you also like really good celebrity feuds, Jim Steinman has been in a celebrity feud with like every celebrity that has ever celebrityed. So he's a glorious train wreck who makes really good songs, and a lot of songs that you would not think that he had anything to do with. Basically, if it's epic and it came out before like 1997, he probably did it. Jules says, I have managed to select quite a few things to get rid of. Pens and pencil wise. More power to you.
Impressive.
Yeah. Oh no, when I was looking for the other thing, I found more boxes of pens.
That's always fun.
More. They're over there. There's so many. Let's see. Did you rearrange some stuff in your office? Yeah. Yeah, I need to set my sewing machine back up. That's the other reason why I'm like, I'm good. Half watching wrestling. That's cool. That's cool. See, the only reason I had friends in middle school was because a classmate with abandonment issues was like, oh, your friends moved away over the summer? You're my friend now. I feel this. I feel this. Yeah. My best friend in high school I met because she walked up to me one morning, kicked my feet, and said, nice boots, want to F. And I said, no, thank you. Ew. And she laughed, and we were friends from that point on. Like, she was just wanting to like make me upset or something. I don't know. It was anyway. Friends forever. I think I'm going to film a video tonight announcing your camp project. That is a thing that maybe I should have done, or could still do. Let's see. I want to get presentable before you do a video tonight. What is this presentable thing? Now I feel called out because like I just like turn on cameras.
It's a pandemic. There's no such thing as presentable anymore.
Like I bought all this like. Not just like the gothy makeups, like I bought just like less redness makeups and stuff that you can tell like which videos I take the time to actually put it on and which ones I don't. And I was just like, I don't care. I need to make a video. Hi. Like, yeah. I'm just happy when I get one started. Alrighty, let's do another sprint, shall we? I just want to say before we get started, make sure that you are saving your documents. This is your official check. If you have not saved in the entire time that we've been working, you are insane. You are crazy. We've been doing this for 2 hours. You should have saved at least once by now. And if you have not, do it now. What are you doing? And I wish that this was just like a blanket, like thing, but so often somebody's like, oh, I forgot to save, and then save, hit it often. Just Command S, Control S, depending on what system you're on, just hit it randomly, just put it in your typing thing. Spacebar, Control S. Like I've got it down so that like my laptop hates me. You can always tell if it's a laptop I use a lot because the S key has a divot in it. because almost every time I hit a period or a space bar, I hit Command S, just because I am not losing my work again. Been there, done that. I didn't even get a T-shirt, and you don't want to be there. So let's shuffle them up and orange. Um, that's a new color. They haven't had an orange egg before. I was surprised. I'm gonna stick with my Ziggy Zaggies. I like my Ziggy Zaggies.
I'm gonna go for the bright red one in the front.
That one looks like a spaceship that spun so fast it got sucked in on the sides. Like squish it down and out. That's like a classic.
It does a little bit.
Like a classic flying saucer. Alrighty. Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you're hydrating. Make sure that you have something nice to drink. It's Friday night. If you're an adult and of age, I'm not gonna say you can't have a libation. Why not? I'm not though. I'm just gonna have tea. Not that was a hard decision. Anywho, make sure that you're getting stuff done, whatever that is that you need to do. We are going to get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And I still waited for the starter sound. That doesn't happen. Ooh, the Ziggy Zaggy one again. That's cool. So in shame, I kind of don't want to turn my camera. But okay, so I got nothing done. But the hubby is home with all the stories.
So really nothing got done then.
But he did pick up the briskets so that we can have those for Easter. So brisket for Easter. There also may be amaretto in my tea now because all the stories. And I would say this apple tea with some amaretto in it is really good.
That
So
sounds really good.
the caramel apple tea from Republic of Teas with a little bit of amaretto, the two work together so nicely. It's mwah. I love it. But yeah, lots. Yeah. Hi. How did you do?
I was playing Stardew Valley, so I did find the jade that I was looking for, but other than that, not much was accomplished.
Oh my goodness. I'm still trying to like just put everything back together in my head because it was just like somebody just opened one of the doors that shouldn't be opened at this time. So I grabbed my Finglunger, which also doubles as my whooping stick, which is actually just the handle to a mop that we don't use anymore, and went to the door because, you know, this is going to defend me. And then he came in and and so the various stories that I have been told from the events throughout the day are still slowly like seeping into my brain. So if I randomly say words or names, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to like take in all of the data that was just inputted into my system in very rapid fire succession. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Let's see. I'll do a full face for live streams if I'm interviewing someone or if I'm a guest, and just I may make up. Oh no, he's back at the door. What are you jiggling it? Why are you jiggling the brisket at me? He's standing at the little cutout in the door with the brisket in his hand, just jiggling it back and forth in the. Why? Why you do this? Oh my. Anywho, yeah, I've thought of, yeah. See, I don't even know what to do now. Like, I'm just, the derailment is like complete. And I know why he's doing this because he wants to play Stardew Valley. He wants to play Stardew Valley. He wants to play Valheim. He wants to play Valheim, and he's like, you know, I told him, I was like, I was only gonna do this for 3 hours today. So one more sprint and I'm out. And maybe I'll actually get some work done. And he's like, okay, here, let me shake a brisket at you. Who does that? Anywho. Your husband was laughing at you last night. Took a shower and forgot to wash the conditioner out. Didn't want to get back in the tub, so I rinsed my hair in the kitchen sink. Yeah, of course. Like that. I get it. I support you in this because, like, no, all of this has been dried. That's a lot of work. This is still a problem. Why do I want to get all of this wet just to deal with this? I feel you. I feel you. Honestly, I think it should be our constitutional right for each and every one of us to have one of those salon chairs where you can just like put your hair into the lay back and have your hair put into the bowl and have somebody wash your hair. Like, I think that should be just a natural right as an American, because all this doesn't have to get wet for this to be fabulous. I'm just saying. It's a lot of work to do both, especially when the hair is thick. Plus, nothing feels better than the head massages. Let's see. Went and saw the Easter Bunny. Woo! Drive-by style. Back now. How's words? Yeah. I mean, the good thing is I got those templates done. It took forever for me to figure out how to save it, but I did save 3 versions of the template because yeah, intuitiveness is not their like strongest suit. But I did get my templates sorted, so that will speed things up in future. So
Nice.
there's that. So I guess good. I mean, Diana over here with the 352 words. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yay. That's awesome. Can't wait to get back. Ooh, brisket for Easter sounds good. Though Mr. Spence is hardcore about ham. See, we usually do a ham for Easter, but I finally found like the ultimate, the perfect, the pinnacle, the perfection of Ashkenazi brisket. Like it is so tender, it is so juicy. It takes 2 days to make, but it is so good. It is so good. I mean, you might sell your children to have this. I mean, I might sell my children. Pizza Demon's lovely, but I'm sure any kids I would have would be brats because I know what I was like as a kid. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It is so good. And so that's what we're doing. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for it because, yeah, I know I say it every time. And I tried not to say it last time, but that picture, I love it. See, your husband proudly shows blood under the roses. Yeah, he actually walked in the door and said, "I come to you bearing the classic gifts of chips and meat." Because there was potato chips and meat in the bags, amongst other things. Yeah. I know he's got like this whole butcher thing because he's like learned to do butchery and all this, restaurants. See all previous statements there about. But like, I like my vampires and my like blood and guts fiction, but like, this is just a weird thing. Like, I love your meat. Like, it's weird. Even by my standards, and I really don't have standards. So, ooh, got dinner during the sprint, hot dogs and poutine. Hey, that's fine. Queso's fine. I'm not Canadian. I'm not going to come at you. Other people might, but works for me. That sounds. See, oh no, we're having pulled
Corn
pork.
dogs for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good too. We're having pulled pork tonight because he made pulled pork the other day because he got bored and made pulled pork. I mean,
as you do.
Like there are benefits of being married to a chef, but they're also just like, wow, okay, so you're going to be making pork all day? Yes. Are you doing anything else? No. Just working on the pork. It has to be perfect. Okay. I spend all day talking to my imaginary friends in my book, so I can't come after him too hard for that. Your cousin told you about a butcher about 45 minutes south of you. He brought your dad a steak, and your dad said it was one of the best he ever had. The one thing I miss about living in Pennsylvania, and there are not many, is the Amish butchers. They were inexpensive, and the meat, so good. So good. Like, just goes to show you, you treat a cow right, it will taste delicious. Yeah, a good butcher is magic. Hello, Violet. How are you doing? Okay. I'm sorry. Hello, Adrian. How are you doing tonight? First human here. Yeah, I'm on the fence thereabouts. Like I could go vegetarian if my body would allow me, but I have a really hard time getting protein from plant-based sources. I've been hospitalized a couple times. It's not. I am willing. The flesh will not go along with it. The machine is not listening to the operator there. You heard there would be free meat. You know what? If you showed up at the restaurant, I could probably hook you up with a steak. But other than that, I have no power. If that teleported free meat to you, I don't think that works. Ooh, yeah. I am as well. So we have 3 meat markets with 45 minutes of you in any direction. It's real nice. Mr. Spence is setting up a trip to go to. Ooh. I've heard tales of Mr. Spence's. Like, I just feel like if you, Glory, and I wanted to like hang out, all we would have to do is get Tom, Mr. Spence, and the hubby together, and they would go do some like weird smoker thing with meat together, and then we could all hang out and have fun and then enjoy whatever comes out of the weird smoker thing with meat afterwards. I just feel like a restaurant supply store would be part of this, like if we ever all got together. I do what I can do. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of steak. Grew up with extreme ways of cooking growing up. Your parents were like rare and still moving. Grandparents cooked it to shoe leather. Yeah, I feel that one. Looking forward to our live stream. Me too. That is, if memory serves, on the 11th. We are going to be talking about world building on Adrian's channel, and I am really looking forward to it, especially because I've been doing a lot of it lately, and it is one of my absolute favorite things to do. If you want to get a hint of what we might be talking about, I do a podcast called Myth Weaving, which you can find should be on every podcast app out there, where I talk about world building. I have 2 seasons of that podcast out. If you have anything that you would like to be covered specifically in season 3, let me know, because always looking for questions, because there are a lot of things that I think are obvious and don't talk about until somebody sends in a question of like, how do this? I'm like, oh, okay, because I've been doing this for way too long. That tracks. Yeah, I'm just saying, I could see them getting lost in a restaurant supply store for a while. Alrighty, we are on to our 5th and final sprint for the night, because my back and I are not in a happy place. And there we go. Make sure you are saving your documents. Make sure that you are hydrating, or if you are of legal age and have the desire to do so, because it is Friday after all, maybe a little amaretto in your tea. It is lovely. It is lovely. So I can't use my cheat this time and say the Ziggy Zaggy one, because there's 2 Ziggy Zaggy ones. So I want to pick the Ziggy Zaggy one with blue in it.
And I'm going to take the bluish one with the pink, hot pink diamonds.
So 3rd one from the bottom. All right. Yes. Let's get started on the sprint. Remember, do not be too hard on yourself. Most of what causes what we consider to be writer's block is us trying to force an idea out when it's not ready. An open hand and an open mind is the key to getting stories to flow. I have learned this, and I know this from a lot of other author friends of mine. It's the best trick that you can learn. So if you are having a hard time getting the words out, just take a moment, rest, relax, maybe distract yourself, maybe not. You need to learn for yourself whether or not distractions actually help with the creative process for you or not. I'm one of those people that I need to distract myself into an immersive game and then come out and write like a novel, because that's how my brain do. But it's different for everybody. But take care of yourself. We're going to get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And the winner was the top one.
Woo.
This is a very hard one to do announcements for. Oh my. So I got some things done on my outline. As can always be said about everything, not as much as I wanted, but then again, I want the moon and the stars, and they are perennially out of reach. So I'm happy with any progress that I can get. How did you do?
I made my farm prettier, and other than that, didn't do much.
Let's see what is going on in the chat. Let's see. Where again, I would love to have like a bar. Just give me a thing, StreamYard, just a thing to mark where I was, because I think we're about here. And yes, hopefully everyone is getting some writing done. Ooh, scrolling through Facebook, says Carrie, and someone sprinkled everything bagel seasoning on a. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That sounds like a lunch idea for me. Like, yes, because there are days I don't feel like doing anything, and I just put some eggs in the steamer. Because if you're not steaming your hard-boiled eggs, you're doing it wrong. I'm just saying. It's really simple. Cup of water. Put a steamer basket in there. Bring it up to a boil. Make sure it's steaming first. Put ice cold eggs right out of the refrigerator into the steamer basket. Put a lid on it. 12 minutes. Pull them out straight into cold water. And then crack them. The shells will slide off perfectly. They will be perfectly cooked all the way through every time. Don't boil your eggs. Sorry, I have feels. But oh, that sounds good.
That sounds delicious.
I'm definitely gonna have to try that. That sounds like a lunch. Because all the stuff from the everything bagel. Because a lot of times I'll do an egg and some ramen noodles because they go very, very good together. I might have to try that for a lunch. That sounds yummy. It was a post in a cooking group. That sounds really, really yummy. Spent most of that sprint measuring your iPad because you need a new case for it, though it goes nowhere, and the one that you have is falling apart, and it's kind of embarrassing. I stopped putting my iPad in cases, but then again, I never go anywhere, so my hermit life is fine with it. Diana coming in with 259 words. That's awesome. I got so much done, and you had a blast. You are welcome. I am glad that you had fun. We do this every Wednesday and Friday, except for next week because I'm taking Good Friday off for religious observances. That's contrary to what a lot of people think about me. That's the thing I do. Sorry. Every time I bring up that I'm a preacher in my other life, people get like all kinds of wait, what? And I do enjoy that reaction. But yeah, I would love to see you back here. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I do this quite often. Let's see. I unintentionally made a point of distracting Charlie during that sprint. Yeah. That was the thing. I was not gonna like sell you out and say that we were chatting a lot, but yeah, there was some chatting going on. That was the thing. Like I said, do the steamer trick, because if you take them, they need to be cold when they go into the steamer and right into ice water when you pull them out. That heat from the steam will cause the white to solidify really quickly and pull away from the shell, and the shell will come off in one piece. As long as you put them in cold water right when they come out. If you do the technique I told you, it is not a problem, because we had to do deviled eggs for a banquet, and we had to shell, what was it, like
Oh my
400
goodness.
eggs, I think it was.
That's a lot.
And so we practiced every technique that there is for cooking eggs to find out which would be the easiest to shell them. And we found it, and it works every time. It's like clockwork. It's amazing. It's magical. It's wonderful. It's perfect every time. Because that's a lot of eggs. So this mountain of eggs. But that's what they wanted, and that's what they got. Ooh. I could imagine a good Iron Man iPad cover. That would be pretty. My naked, but you're clumsy. Yeah, I only really use mine over by one particular chair, and so everything's padded because I'm clumsy too. But if it falls in fabric and not very far because of the way I've got my living room set up. So, alrighty, thank you all so much for coming. I know I usually go longer on Fridays, but I was thinking of cutting it short today anyway, even before the hubby got home, because it's spring, and spring is a difficult time for somebody like me who has all kinds of joint issues. And we're between friends because we're having another set move through tomorrow. So, woohoo! Yay. I hope you all did enjoy, and thank you all so much for being here. Laura is clean. The danger is real. The video shall be recorded. Can't wait for all of this. Let's see. Mine has all the financial info on it, which is why it goes nowhere. I get that one. Alrighty. I know the answer to this before I even say it, but Megan, would you like to?
I'm good.
Like, I don't even have to ask him. I just need to go, Megan. You can find a link to Megan's channel down in the description box below. And in fact, while you're there, check out all the people that have channels down there because they are wonderful, wonderful beings. And the world needs more wonderful, wonderful beings. I'm just saying. So as we go, like I say every time, remember, the world is a nightmare hellscape. It is not going to get better if we don't do things to make it better. So say it with me now. Black lives matter. Black trans lives matter. And trans identities are magic. And until next time, may you have the courage to ride your dreams into reality. And don't forget to have the fun. Bye.
Bye.